Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are getting ready for 82 laps of action in what is the second race of a 46 race season. We're here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, 82 laps of action, which I think is about 125 miles. And Jonathan Zorlin and Nico Tringali are on the front row. Zorlin won the coin flip. Row 2 is Eli Bright and Andrew Rich. Row 3, RJ Bishop and Seth Cole. Row 4, we've got Enzo Nareza and Cole Deaver. And in row 5 is Ryan Brommer and Hunter Braxton. We'll go through the rest of your starting lineup here. Casey Nanako making his debut on the season today. Along with him is Edwin Mendez, Johnny Gardner, Marty Johnson, Alexander Rowe, Lucas Catano, and Baco Magora. So those are the 7 drivers making their debuts today. Missing the race, we have Dale Lightning, Audra Baranauskas, let's see, Frodemar Ott, that's 3, Peter Onchak is 4, Wyatt Anderson 5, Shane Beckett 6, Yeah, so I can't even remember. I just I can't remember all 8 names. If you don't see them in this field, they're not in the field. Actually, I'll refer to the point standings after we receive our command to fire engines.
All right, well, the fun doesn't start until we ask our drivers a question. Are you ready? Drivers, will you please start your engine?
Yeah, get a lot of static. I'm going to switch radios real quick. What do you do? Calling off. What are you doing, buddy?
Alright, let's see. Let's look at the point standings. Who is not in the race today, and where are they in the points? Let's see. Dale Lightning, 14th in the standings. Furthermore, Otts, 15th in the standings. Joshua Sekuli, 25th in the standings. Chris Wheeler, 35th in points. Onjak, 37th. Hernandez, 38th. And is the 24 in this race? Yes, he is. I cannot remember the last person. Oh yes, Saint Beckett. And I'm missing someone else. But regardless, we are Green Flag Racing here at Atlanta. Zorlin and Tringali, 2 Fords, they lead them to the green flag, and they'll head into turn 1 here at Atlanta. Everyone took the green flag. We saw Baranauskas blow a motor right on the grid in Heat 2. Zorlin will lead the field out of turn 4. Eli Bright hot on his back bumper. And they'll head into turn 1, 3 wide, a few rows back. We're back to 2X on the pit frequency as Eli Bright looks to take the race lead away from Jonathan Zorlin. RJ Bishop 3rd, Tringali 4th, as Brommer battles Enzo Nareza for 5th place. You can already see the back marker group is kind of splitting itself from the field. Nico Tringale's been put up top 3 wide of Nereza and Samet Oskin. Oh, almost 4 wide right there for a moment. Ooh, almost some contact. But they keep it steady, 3 wide. As you can see, the packs are beginning to split up. Meanwhile, Nico Tringale is going backwards, along with Nereza, Talladega winner Andrew Rich, and Jesse Turner. Eli Bright continuing to lead the field. Bishop second. Brommer looking for third from Jonathan Zorlin. As they settle down to 2 wide here at the back of the field. There's Matthew Logan. He started in 35th place. And you can see in just 5 laps, where is he at the start-finish line? He is 21st. So Matthew Logan doing a great job cutting through this field. A top 10 car with a poor qualifying run. There's Edwin Mendez, another driver with a poor run. Mendez missed Talladega. But this is not the run he was looking for coming in here at Atlanta. Now a reminder, you lock into the 20-car playoff grid with a win, and you must be top 30 in points. It does not come down to making 17 races or whatnot. You just have to be top 30 in the points out of 48 cars. We're actually seeing that Sky Commons, he finished 3rd, I believe, last week, or last race, and he's having problems. But this is the back end of the field. Baco Magora, Benjamin Eist are here at the back, and Magora's done a pretty good job of keeping pace, unlike what Chris Wheeler did at Talladega. As the car in last place, he faltered very far back. So far, Magora keeping up with the back end of the field. So we'll return to the front of the pace. Eli Bright leads, Sorlin second. Smet Oskin has moved up to 3rd. Now Dylan Young looking for 4th from RJ Bishop. 6th, Ryan Brommer. 7th, Alan Cavanero. 8th is Bobo Jones. 9th, Seth Cole. And how about Quinton Moore in 10th place? Andrew Rich, Casey Nanako, 11th and 12th. 13th, Jesse Turner. 14th, Enzo Nereza. Taking 15th is Fitzwater Sr. Down to 16th is Braxton. 17th, Zoe Fernandez. Matthew Logan up to 18th. Adam Flickinger, 19th. And Colt Hudson rounds out the top 20. Drivers that we would have thought are top 10 or maybe top 15. Nico Tringale, 21st. Gardner, 22nd. Ellison, 23rd. Deaver, 26th. Johnson, 27th. Sky Commons back up to 28th. And Edwin Mendez falls to 33rd. Now let's go on board with Cole Deaver inside his Chevy Camaro. As we are 12 laps down of 82, or 11 rather. And just a reminder that the fuel window is about 30 to 33 laps. So we're going to see definitely 2 stops. And we'll see what kind of strategies we get out of the field. Fastest lap from this first run goes to Dylan Young, a 28.863. But he's doing pretty good. He's in 4th place. let's head to the roof camera of Cole Deaver temporarily while we'll jump up to Dylan Young. And you can see how just much less of a traffic jam Dylan Young is having to deal with. If we look at our current top 10, these are the teams. Out of Junior Motorsports is Eli Bright and Andrew Rich. That's it from Junior Motorsports. Jonathan Zorlin, the lone 00 Stewart-Haas Biaggi Fortis. Team Penske driver Cement Oskin moves up to second. Out of RCR, Dylan Young in fourth, Brommer in fifth. Out of Joe Gibbs, it's Cavanero in sixth. Chip Ganassi's lone driver, RJ Bishop in seventh. With Bobo Jones and Seth Cole out of JD Motorsports 8th and 9th. So we'll return to the TV1 camera. As you can see, Oskin flew by Jonathan Zorlin. Dylan Young was thinking about it, but Zorlin holds him off with that top line run. As now Oskin is looking for the race lead from Eli Bright. Can he track down the 88? He gained about a tenth that time by. As now it looks like Cavanero will battle Brommer for 5th place. Now we're using the same point system as the NRSL Cup and Truck Series did past season. It's 40 points for 5th, 43 for 4th, 46 for 3rd, 50 for 2nd, and 55 for 1st. 1 bonus point for leading the lap, 2 for the most. And Dylan Young gets by Jonathan Zorlin for 3rd. So right now on the first run we're seeing who is the fast and who is the slow. Looks like Zorlin might look to battle back. RJ Bishop has passed Brommer for 6th place. Seth Cole has fallen down to 10th. Andrew Rich has creeped up into the top 10, and Casey Nanako follows him for 10th place. So Quinton Moore, who was in 10th, has fallen now down to 13th. There's Gardner in 14th. Matthew Logan has made it up to 15th. Ellison making moves. He's up to 17th. Sky Commons is going to go back into the top 20. Marty Johnson 23rd. Nareza 24th. As you can see, a bit of a split in the field. Edwin Mendez still struggling in 29th as Cole Deaver struggles as well. But meanwhile, at the back of the field, nobody really far back. Slay, Jagger, Baca, Magora, 39th and 40th, but they are doing just fine. So we have not had any mechanical failures so far. And who is our surprise driver in the top 20? Well, it's got to be Quinton Moore in that 51 car running 13th right now. And you could also consider Colt Hudson in the 38 out of Ryan Sega surprise. He's running 16th right now. But they're about 10 to a dozen laps away from pit stops. We see Dylan Young in 3rd, but he's still got a bumper full of Jonathan Zorlin. And Zorlin will make a move for 3rd place. As you can see, they're kind of straggling back behind Ryan Brommer, who's in 7th. Bobo Jones kind of falling back there in 8th. And it looks like Zorlin will complete the pass on Dylan Young. He will take back 3rd place. Will Alan Cavanero have anything to say for 4th? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, Dylan Young got a pretty good run right there. Let's see if he'll clear him going into turn 1. And he does. As Andrew Rich will pass Bobo Jones for 8th. Seth Cole coming back towards the front. He passed Nanako. Now he's looking to pass Jones. That would be for 9th. And how about Hunter Braxton in 12th place? He's trying to make his way up here. Gardner has made his way by Quinton Moore. It's a matter of time for Matthew Logan in the 9. So Matthew Logan, though, how about this 9 car? Started 35th, has made it up to 15th. driver out of Junior Motorsports finished where is he? He finished in 4th. So 3 Junior Motorsports cars actually got a top 5 last week. I didn't even, I think I might have noticed that. I forget. So Braxton has now made his way into the top 10. Jones falls to 11th. Nanako will fall to 13th as Gardner looks to pass him for 12th. And Matthew Logan with a bumper full of James Ellison, Adam Flickinger, Sky Commons, a bunch of great cars and great teams. They're trying to make their way towards the front. Hudson has fallen to 19th. There's Tringali in 20th. After starting second, not much going on for this 16 car. The Season 2 Voltage Cup champion, 8 wins in the Cup Series, has not had a good race here at Atlanta. Teammate Jesse Turner also suffering in 22nd. Mendez has finally made it back up to 26. Meanwhile, Nareza has fallen to 27. And Cole Deaver, man, something is wrong with this 10 car. Colleague Racing number 10 is about to get passed by a car that missed the show last week. And now Rowe and Deaver find themselves up top 3 wide with driver of the 8 Toyota Cole Baker. Not to be confused with Chloe Baker, for those familiar with NAMAR history. Chloe Baker was a driver on this channel. No relation to Cole Baker. And Cole's going to take not just 34th, but 33rd as well. Tremblay's going to take another position away from Deaver, who will fall to 37th. Meanwhile, Baco Magora has finally lost the draft like we predicted, I guess. So we'll see what kind of pit strategy they pull off, and my apologies, Deaver falls to 36th, not 37th. You saw Benny Watson leading the field at Talladega last week, and now the performance shows true for this race car in 29th. Teammate Martin Wild, actually nope, I'm sorry, scratch that. Teammate Peter Onjak failed to make the race. Edwin Mendez continuing to be the lone JD car in the race to struggle. We mentioned Joshua Sekuli failed to qualify. So Quentin Moore has now fallen to 19th, even behind Colt Hudson. Matthew Logan still in 15th. Ellison has made it by Jones for 13th. Hunter Braxton still 10th, right on the bumper of Seth Cole for 9th. Andrew Rich in 8th. Brommer in 7th. They are a large gap behind RJ Bishop, who's in 6th behind Alan Cavanero. Dylan Young 4th, Sorlin 3rd, with another gap to the top 2. Eli Bright and Samet Oskin. Fall off has reached over 2 seconds here on the tires, and we are just about within our pit window. So first pit stop of the race, which should be a pretty easy expectation. 4 tires, fill it up with gas. But the second stop will be interesting. If it stays green and we go to about lap 66, that'll be when the strategy occurs. Do you take, you're only going to have about half a fuel run left. Do you take right sides only or left sides only? You know, depending when you pit, you can take a little less fuel. Do you have to take a 1 can? Do you only have to take a half can? You know, that's going to be the things the crew chiefs are figuring out here at the racetrack. And Atlanta is a known tire eater, so even with 2 right sides or 2 left sides, they still might not beat 4. If someone decides to take 4 tires, you know, it was a differing strategy in one of the heat races. We noticed the first group, everybody took 2 right sides. In the second group, some of them, 2 drivers, took fuel only, while the others took 2 tires and the same amount of fuel. So it looks like Eli Bright will be the first down pit road. That'll give the lead to Samet Oskin. So Bright will lead a group of whoever down pit road. It looks like Cavanero and Bishop will come down. Nanako, I believe that is Seth Cole. Sky Commons, Marty Johnson, Edwin Mendez, and actually Andrew Rich came down on the lap before, so this guy right here could end up the leader. He has really leaped the field, as well as those other drivers. You know, this is where you'll see the earlier you pit, the more time you gain. It looks like Oskin's going to go out another lap. Sorlin will come down this time. Dylan Young following him. Brommer, Gardner, Ellison, Braxton, and others. A handful of drivers will stay out. They're going for the long game here. They want to get as much of a fuel run on the last stop as they can. And here comes the 22 of Smet Oskin. Staying out with him was Matthew Logan, Bobo Jones, and it looks like Cole Baker was the final driver to stay out. So those four will probably have the best shot. Like all this time they've lost, they're going to gain it back with their tires over the long haul. And then, you know, whoever, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, they'll be able to go long enough to probably where they'll gain a few seconds back when they take, maybe take less fuel than the rest of the field, depending on the pit strategy. And it looks like there might have been problems on pit road. Smet Oskin and James Ellison remain on pit road. And that is a tough break, especially for Ellison finishing last week. But for Smet Oskin, he was second place on the field. And I'm assuming we had contact on pit road, and that has led to a calling the tow truck incident. It looks like Eli Bright will remain the leader. Andrew Rich sits in second place from pitting as early as he did. He did not gain enough time to pass this man right here on pit road. Cavanero sits in third, Bishop fourth, Sorlin fifth. Nanako has made it up to sixth. Dylan Young 7th, Seth Cole 8th. How about Colt Hudson in 9th with Sky Commons in 10th? Johnson's up to 11th. Gardner 12th, Brommer down to 13th. How about Benny Watson? He's all the way up into 15th. Corey Riggs going to take that position from him. Benjamin Ice up to 17th. Matthew Logan back down to 19th. Bobo Jones falls a ton of positions. Slade Jagger's up to 24th. Bacco Magoro's up to 27th. See Cole Baker, one of those drivers with really fresh tires. Braxton has fallen down in the positions. So has Nico Tringali. Their days have really suffered. Cole Deaver's still nothing going his way, as Ellison and Oskin sit on pit road. We are going to step aside for a commercial break, and we'll be back with more action here at Atlanta. We are back here at Atlanta. James Ellison and Smet Oskin have returned to the racetrack, albeit they are both 5 laps down. Now, one thing's for certain, they have the freshest tires of anybody on this track. You can see Ellison, who is a lap down, making quick work. Meanwhile, Cole Baker's lap difference over Braxton and Tringali is not showing any dividends. And there's Oskin. I mean, he is just flying through this field. As we look at the running order here, you can see a bunch of jockeying going on right now. Adam Flickinger losing a ton of positions. Bobo Jones, Fitzwater, Benny Watson still holding 17th, Benjamin Heiss holding 16th, Corey Riggs holding 15th. Matthew Logan leads the pack in 14th. You know, he has the strongest car out of this group. Let's just see how much he speeds away from the field off corner exit. It's actually not that noticeable. Johnson still in 13th after their strategy ploy. Gardner 11th, Brommer 12th, Colt Hudson in the top 10. How about this Ryan Sieg Racing car? Sitting in 10th place, unsponsored. That sponsorship was for Daytona, Talladega only, until they show that they can perform at an acceptable level. All in front of Colt Hudson is a battle for 8th between Seth Cole and Casey Nanako. So that battle rages on. Dylan Young behind Sky Commons for 6th. Sorlin behind Bishop for 4th. And Cavagnaro has actually lost time to Andrew Rich, who is losing time to Eli Bright. But that is the state of the race. As we'll look at the fastest lap, has now gone to Sky Commons with a 28.67. And now that is a blazing lap time. If you look at the fastest laps, a total of 18 drivers are under a 29-second lap time. Sky Commons lap has them 5.3 seconds behind in 6th place. So Eli Bright continuing to hold strong. So we'll watch them fly by into turn 1. So that is our camera angle right there. So we're about 15 laps from those second round of pit stops. This race has been all Eli Bright right now. And it looks like Junior Motorsports is going to start the year off with back-to-back wins between two drivers. I will all but confirm them slots in the playoff grid. I was actually looking over all the teams I feel have a above 50% chance at winning every week, and it totals out to 23 of the 48 drivers. So with the 20 driver playoff field, I expect 3 to be disappointed with how the season will turn out for them. You know, even if you make the playoffs just to be eliminated in the first round, you know, it's still you made the playoffs. And, you know, a thing like that for James Ellison right now, who's had the worst season, as mechanical problem has occurred. Marty Johnson's luck is just about as bad as James Ellison's. Johnson DNQ'd due to a bad pit stop at Talladega in his heat race, and now they've got a header issued. That's going to take them out of the race. They will ultimately finish 40th unless Oskin or Ellison retire. Ellison finished dead last at Talladega, just measly 3 points due to getting in a wreck. Now they had some kind of pit road issue that put him and the 22. How about that? 11 times 2, 2 cars, it's 22. 5 laps down, and Yeah, so Ellison's not having a great season so far. Neither is Marty Johnson. Now, the next race is Rockingham, which aside from Nashville, which is race 5, will be our last speedway course. Actually, correction, our last track more than a mile in length until we go to Pocono for race 11. Race 4 is North Wilkesboro, with races 6 through 10 being Memphis, Bristol, which is a dirt track. We're doing the dirt track, Bristol, Martinsville, Richmond, and Nazareth. As a quick heads up, all short tracks, caution flags are not a thing. And there's actually some skid marks up there next to the wall. Do we have a caution? We do have a caution. Okay. And that's going to change everything here at Atlanta. So something has occurred, and it looks like it was between James Ellison and maybe Jesse Turner. And Turner now falls a lap down. And this changes everything. This is going to regroup the field with about 20-something laps to go. Now, Bright has been the strong car. Oh, and this is unfortunate. About half the pack was so far back that they came down pit road a lap too early. That could put them a lap down. Yeah, Nico Tringali, Cole Deaver, they're going to be a lap. They're going to be tail end of the lead lap. And that's going to change the dynamic of the restart completely, because you are going to have really fast cars behind really slow cars. It looks like everybody's pretty much taking 4 Goodyear tires. Out of pit road first will be Eli Bright, second Dylan Young, Sky Commons third, Cavanero fourth, and how about Matthew Logan in fifth? Sorlin will suffer tremendously. Oh, and some contact with James Ellison. So let's take you to the race replay and see what the heck happened. All right, here we go. And this is just bad spotter coverage or something, because they go into turn 3. Ellison's got the fresher rubber. They make contact. So now they go up the track. They go up into the wall. And right there, they're just going to get sent around. Ellison and Turner with some synchronized moves. Well, not 100% synchronized. They both go up against the wall, scrape it. Bunch of traffic right here, man. You can see all those drivers will miss the corners. Did they come in pit road right away? Oh no, they went another lap. But that is what brought out our caution. It will probably be the only one of the day. I don't know. But let's take you to the race restart. Okay, so we're back here at Atlanta. Nobody retired from the incident that took place. This is your tail end, the lead lap cars here. Donovan Cage, Nico Tringali, Cole Baker, Martin Wild, James Ellison, Jesse Turner, and Samantha Oskin are on the bottom laps down. Cole Deaver, Lucas Catano, Baco Magora, Alexander Rowe, and Brian Tremblay. Your top 10 is Eli Bright, Dylan Young, Sky Commons, Alan Cavanero, Matthew Logan, Andrew Rich, Colt Hudson, Casey Nanako, Johnny Gardner, and Benjamin Ice. Rest of your running order: Corey Riggs 15th, Fitzwater Sr. 16th. Benny Watson is 18th. Daniel Voiles in 19th. And That is our running order, so we will go to Eli Bright, who is a decent distance back here now. You're just gonna want to get to the bottom as fast as you can. Do not go to the top. 22 laps of racing remaining here at Atlanta. The green flag is back out. Owen Bright almost hesitated. That gave Dylan Young a little more of a chance, and they're gonna make it 3 wide for the race lead. Does that give Dylan Young the edge? Alan Cavanero got under Skype Commons, and it does. Alexander Rowe will hold up Eli Bright, who's led most of this race. They are 3 wide in front of the leaders. Dylan Young, Alan Cavanero, they're side by side for the lead. And for whatever reason, at the end of my sentences, I'm hearing Kermit the Frog. I don't know why. I'm nothing like Kermit the Frog. It looks like Cavanero is going to take the lead in a 3 wide situation as we go back to being professional. But then again, what's unprofessional about Kermit the Frog impersonations as much as my Matthew McConaughey impersonations? So Cavanero looks to take the lead. Oh, well, he did take the lead. Matthew Logan right behind him in second. How about the guy who started 35th place is up to second place, and now he's going to go for the lead. Matthew Logan, defying the odds. Started 35th, now he's in first. They have lapped most of these tail end cars. There's only about a handful left. Lucas Catano is one of them. As is Jesse Turner and Cole Deaver. We know Oskin is 4 laps down. But Logan leads the field, but teammate Eli Bright is back. He is in second place. He was not held up much. How about Colt Hudson in third place? What a shocker of a driver here in the top 3 right now. And he should have plenty of time to hang on. As the leaders pass lap car, cement Oskin as Eli Bright goes to the inside of Matthew Logan for the race lead at 17 to go. He'll take it with ease. He loops back down to the bottom on exit. He's trying to get by Cole Deaver. Logan will follow through with his teammate. Rest of your top 10 is Nanako, Cavanero, Brommer, Jones, Seth Cole, Young, and Gardner. Put Dylan Young up to 8th. Colt Hudson was 3rd at the line, but now it's Casey Nanako as Hudson is held up by Cole Deaver. Hudson will plop down on the bottom right in front of Alan Cavanero. This race is not over. Nanako's closing up from 3rd. The other Penske car to teammate Cement Oskin. Oskin showed so much speed in the beginning of this race. Now instead of Oskin being up there, it's Nanako. But Eli Bright's teammate Matthew Logan has been charging all day. Can he get it done for that last position? He was right on the bumper of his teammate, but now he slips up a little far. He about lost the 10th there. Now Nanako closing in from 3rd. Brommer clears the hold of cars. He's up to 4th. As Casey Nanako makes the move on Matthew Logan. Ford has won everything this week so far. All that remains is the race win. Side by side at the start-finish line between Nanako and Logan. Here comes Brommer now as Nanako completes the pass. Brommer not with enough momentum. He'll fall back in line in 4th. Hudson has fallen to 5th. Cavanero on his bumper for 6th. Bobo Jones was just 3 wide with some lappers. He's in 7th. 8th, Dylan Young. 9th, Gardner. And fallen to 10th now is Seth Cole. Sky Commons has fallen to 11th. Rich back up to 12th. A bunch of lap cars in between all the way back before Nareza in 15th. Braxton restarted, I believe, 27th. He is back up to 16th now. Still so much craziness going on in this pack with the mix of fast and slow cars. Matthew Logan has not given up as Eli Bright pulls away from the field. Logan passes Nanako back, and now here comes Ryan Brommer looking for 3rd. Hudson still in line in 5th, but Cavanero will make the move to his inside. Now the lead is 3.5 tenths between Bright and Matthew Logan. Can Logan track down his teammate? Brommer clears Nanako and pulls a block for 3rd. Meanwhile, Cavanero has cleared Colt Hudson for 5th. So the top 5 is gone for the 38 car. But there is still plenty of time to hold on to a top 10 run. Logan closes in slowly. It's about almost a 10th that lap. Brommer now getting the momentum. He makes a move. Nanako makes a move too. Brommer falls back in line. Logan cleared him with enough of a run. That'll bring on the battle for 3rd place. Does Brommer get enough of a run to clear the 12? He does. That puts Cavanero to the top of the racetrack. Now Colt Hudson will be on the inside as Bobo Jones closes in from 7th. Cavanero holds off the 38. Oh, and Cavanero just blew a motor from 5th place. Disaster strikes for Alan Cavanero. And there's enough time for Ellison to gain a position here. They just hit 6 to go, but a tough break for Cavanero, who was running in 5th. And Bobo Jones goes from 7th to 5th. So he gets by Colt Hudson. Now Seth Cole's 3 wide. Cole Deaver, a lap car up here. Johnny Gardner 9th, and Andrew Rich is in 10th. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead rages. Brommer to the inside of Matthew Logan, and a camshaft went on the 18. He will fall to 37th for now. It could be more. So they continue the battle for 2nd place. It'll be 4 to go, this time by at the start-finish line. Nanako rides the line of Matthew Logan while Brommer tries to pass underneath. Meanwhile, Eli Bright with a 10th.5 gain over 2nd, that time by. Brommer clears Logan. Logan drops right in line in front of Casey Nanako. It's about 4 car lengths from Bright to Brommer. Logan on the bumper of Brommer. Nanako half a car length behind the 9. 3 laps to go. Bright hits the start-finish line. And about a half second passes. 3.5 tenths on the board for Ryan Brommer to Eli Bright. top 3 Chevrolet, 4th a Ford, and 5th is Bobo Jones in the Chevrolet. Colt Hudson has fallen down to 7th. Seth Cole up to 6th. Gardner in 8th. Dylan Young 9th. Andrew Rich in 10th. We hit 2 to go at the line here at Atlanta. Logan peaking for 2nd place. Remember, it's a 4-point difference. Right now, those without wins, they care about points. The more points you can get, the safer you'll feel the longer into the season you go without that victory. And it looks like it's all but set and done. We hit the white flag. Eli Bright with a 3/10 of a second lead over Ryan Brommer. Matthew Logan 3rd. Nanako in 4th. As you watch the coverage of 2nd to 4th, they'll go in a train line into turn 3. But it'll be Eli Bright capturing the checkered flag first at Atlanta Motor Speedway today. Eli Bright, your winner, as Junior Motorsports starts the season off with 2 of their 5 drivers in victory lane. Ryan Brommer will come home in 2nd. Matthew Logan 3rd. Nanako 4th. Bobo Jones 5th. Seth Cole. Colt Hudson with a surprising top 10. Johnny Gardner 8th. Dylan Young 9th. And Talladega winner Andrew Rich will come home in 10th. As we look at the rest of our top 20 surprising names, Corey Riggs 15th. Benjamin Ice 18th. Teammate to Ice Jackson King in 19th. And Quentin Moore finishing in 20th. That is all for me here today from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Congratulations go to Eli Bright on the race win. And I will see you guys next time at Rockingham for the 3rd race weekend of the season. Until then, peace out.